So I'm Debbie Kreger. I'm Dan and Denise's daughter. My family has owned the hot springs for 21 years.
So tell me about this place. How many acres, that kind of stuff? Just a little.
It's 400 acres. So the hot springs itself has been here forever. Rumor has it that the Indians actually traveled through here, and this was a major stopping point for them. And so they'd stop and wash their clothes and use it for cooking. They skinned pigs here from the hot water because the water was that hot back in the day. Now we keep the water a consistent 100 degrees. In the wintertime, we'll bump it up to 101, 102. So we have 3 entry points. Hot water comes in at anywhere between 135 and 165. And we have many different wells on the property. We actually don't have cold water on our property, so we have to take the hot water and turn it into cold water, which is why we have the big tower behind me, which sprays the water into the air and cools it back down. And that's how we create our cold water.
How many rooms, beds, teepees, all that kind of stuff?
We have 21 lodging units. We've got 3 teepees, a sheep herder's wagon, 2 larger units for families or friends. We have 5 suites, and then we have our basic rooms, which are pet friendly. So we've got 30 camping sites and about 10 RV sites. So they bought it in 1997. I was 10 when we moved here, on Christmas Day, in fact.
What do you love about this place?
Everything. It is so peaceful out here. I grew up here, so I have a special connection to the place. This has always been my happy place. I learned to swim in this pond. I was actually baptized in this pond. It's a really special place. When you come out here, it's the middle of the night. You can look up, you stargaze. There's nothing more peaceful than swimming in the pond. I feel very lucky and fortunate, not only to be able to work here, but to live here and have a family connection here. It's beautiful. I mean, you can look at it and see how gorgeous it is. And you said you got to sit in the pond this morning when the sun's rising and the birds are waking up and they're chirping. It's amazing.
So a 33-year-old woman in Burns, Oregon, in Eastern Oregon, what draws people to this place to stay here? What is it that urban Oregon doesn't understand? What kind of give me that?
I would say the fact that we're so quiet out here. You don't know what quiet is until you come to Oregon, especially Southeast Oregon. You don't know how much light pollution you have in the city until you come out to this area. And you look up and you see the amount of stars that you never knew even existed.
You ever moved to urban Oregon?
No.